If you've got too many things that you've put out there, you might be making it confusing for your customers. Hey guys, Jen here. Hello from the garden. So I just thinned out my radishes. Let me show you what's going on. Okay, so I've got rows of radishes. They're seeded really thickly, and I've gone through and I've separated them out so that way the radishes have the best chance of actually growing. Otherwise, if they're too close together, they're not going to produce the radishes that it is I'm looking for, because they're not going to have the space to grow. And I want you to think about how this is like being a business owner or a leader, is that sometimes we put all of these great ideas out. We're like, I want to grow all of these things. I want to make all these things happen for my customers so that they can come and enjoy all of our services, whatever it is that you are offering. And so you plant lots of stuff, you put lots of things out there, you go and you're helping it to be nurtured and all these things, right? So you're building out the ideas, you're hiring the people, you're marketing the offers and all this different kinds of stuff. But maybe it's just too much and nothing's really going to go where you want it to go. And so where I'm going with this is I want you to think about, as a business owner, I want you to think about, if you've got too many things that you've put out there, you might be making it confusing for your customers. And so maybe instead, thin it out, look for the few things that can really help to nurture, to grow, to be as big as they can be. And if you're in this season right now, if you're like, I planted all of this stuff, what am I going to cut loose? What am I going to let go of, right? I got this big bucket of extras, right? Sometimes it gets a little bit hard to know what is it you want to let go of. But also, here's the thing, is that once you do start letting go of things, you're going to have all of these extras, and then you might say, okay, well, what else can I do with them, right? And so for me, I'm taking these extras and I'm actually going to go feed the chickens. I've just walked over to the coop. Let me show you here. In fact, here's one of our Delawares. She's like, oh, I see Mom's got some scraps, right? Yes, I'm going to go dump it inside of their coop. Okay. And so then what will happen in turn is that these wonderful chickens will eat them, and it will nurture their eggs to be even better. So I'm going to dump it out here. Here you go, everybody. Enjoy. All right. And so, and here comes, let me show you chickens. Hi, you guys. Go on in. Go get them. Go get your treats. Go get your radish treats. Yep. Hi, Butch. There's our big rooster. Hi. All right. And so anyhow, so look at those radish tops that you have in your business, right? What are those things that are extra that you've cut back or that you want to cut back, and what else can you do with it, right? So maybe, for example, you've got some products that you can donate to a local community thing, right? Maybe there's a church group, or maybe there's a kids group or something like that, where you're like, okay, we have these products. We need to just get rid of this stuff. We need to let it go. And in doing so, you actually step into this place of gratitude for whatever it is that's going on with letting it go. But then also, the other thing that happens is that energetically, as you release the things that are no longer serving you, then you find yourself in this place of opening up your heart and your mind to receive other information that it is that you need to have. And so, because there's a heaviness around things. There's a heaviness around services. There's a heaviness around products and different things you're trying to put out there into the world. And if it's just not getting, going anywhere, if it's not growing into that radish, that bigger radish that you want, right? And so if it's not happening, that's when you get to get real as the business leader and say, okay, this isn't working. Let's get real about it. Let's move it on. But move it on to something that's healthier and good and feels like, okay, let's go give this out to the world. Let's go make a difference. Now, I'm not saying give away all of your profits. And all like, it kind of gets to a point where you still need to pay for your life, right? Okay, but what can you let go of and then see it maybe flourish in another place, right? Just like with me with my radish. I'm going to go feed it to the chickens, and they're going to enjoy it, and that will help to give nutrition to their bodies, which will produce even better eggs and all those things, right? And then I'll enjoy the eggs, and then I take the shells from the eggs and I roast them and I grind them up, And then I take those ground up eggshells and I sprinkle them in the garden, which helps to provide more calcium for the plants. So it's this like really cool thing where it continues to go and to go and to go, right? All right, my friends. So look at that for yourself. What are the radishes, so to speak, in your business, right? What are some things that you need to thin out so that you can really make sure that you're allowing for the best and biggest radishes to grow? And if you're needing help with that, please get in touch with me. Let's schedule a time to talk about how it can support you in looking at your business and getting those outside eyeballs on what your situation is. And so schedule a consultation with me to talk about what it looks like to work together. And in the meantime, my friends, get out there, grow yourself as a leader. In turn, it's going to help your business to grow. All right, my friends, go grow your brand.